The following presentation provides an overview of the Rock Chalk Jayhawk LLC digital marketing and social media plan for the 2023 NFL Draft in Kansas City. Please allow me to introduce our team of 9 professionals in alphabetical order: Erica Cantrell, Stephen Harder, Melanie Klein, Thomas McKean, Cameron Papp, Shelby Peevler, Christopher Records, Charles Young, and my name is Dennis Riddle. Each team member will be speaking to a portion of our presentation. Our team works with a high level of collaboration, allowing for the free flow of thoughts, ideation, insights, and innovation in our proposal. The plan encompasses 5 areas interwoven throughout the presentation: the objectives, strategies, and tactics, the situational analysis, the buyer personas, the activation plan, and our budget, labor force, and measures of success. Working in conjunction with the Kansas City Sports Commission, we propose 2 primary objectives. First, to increase the overall social media influence by 5% compared to the prior NFL draft. Second, draw more than 500,000 attendees and visitors to the Kansas City area for the NFL draft and its activities. This is an increase compared to the prior year. Now I will turn over the presentation to my esteemed colleague, Shelby, who will provide a brief overview of the SWOT analysis pertaining to this campaign.
Portions of the SWOT analysis you see here will be present throughout the remainder of this presentation, as well as in our digital marketing and social media plan deliverables. We worked to incorporate a multitude of the items from our research into this analysis, some of which include leveraging the strengths like the popularity of the NFL that already exists, emphasizing the relatively short travel time to Kansas City as opposed to coastal locations where some attendees may have a lengthier travel time. Weaknesses such as political friction within the NFL, Kansas City as a new travel destination for many fans since it's not a resort, and the anticlimactic view of the draft following a big event like the Super Bowl. High re-engagement rate of in-person events post-pandemic and the ability to leverage new name, image, and likeness rules in the NCAA are viewed as social media opportunities. While threats include potential poor weather conditions, the reemergence of the pandemic, and the overall cost of traveling to the draft, which may impact our overall attendance numbers. I will now turn the presentation over to Cam, who will discuss our social media audit.
Thanks, Shelby. So our team conducted an audit to assess the NFL Draft's past social media activity. The NFL Draft's digital presence includes Twitter and Instagram with specific accounts made for draft content only. As the draft gets closer, it utilizes the NFL's broader social media presence across additional channels, including Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. You'll see here that the NFL accounts have a very large following. In our plan, you'll see how we'll leverage these accounts to increase engagement across all of our social channels. Now I'll pass it off to Erica to talk about our buyer personas.
Thanks. We've identified our target audience for our campaign, and therefore we created 3 buyer personas that we are going to target with our social media activities. We feel these personas embody the characteristics of the people that will help meet our campaign objectives. The primary persona shown here is Gerard Huntley. He's an avid NFL fan. We expect Gerard to travel into KC from Illinois, as he would not miss an NFL draft. He's 42, college educated, middle to upper class, married. He's passionate about life, family, work, and sports. He's entering a midlife crisis, so he misses his youth where he was an athlete. He participated in his collegiate games and tailgates. He's worried that life is passing him by too quickly and he still wants to have fun. He's in IT, so he's digitally connected. And he's active on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So we're going to reach him on those platforms. On our next slide, the second persona that we're going to look at is Jennifer Johnson. She represents our family persona that we are targeting to attend the Kansas City draft in person. Jennifer is 36. She's a nurse, middle to upper class, married, a local Kansas City mom to 2 busy, sporty kids. She works full-time. She's responsible for taking care of the kids. She plans all the family activities and maintains the budget. So she's always trying to find ways for her family to connect and spend quality time together. She's the one that's going to look up ideas of things with her husband to do in Kansas City. So she follows Kansas City websites, blogs, looking for activities. So she'll find the Kansas City Draft as an activity to attend with her family, as she thinks they're all going to love it. The next slide is the final persona we're targeting. This is Scott Larkin. He's a casual fan that lives in KC-Mo. He's 29, professional, graduate student. He's young at heart, enjoys hanging out with his friends after work. He's constantly tasked with finding things for them to do. So we know that he is going to be the one that's going to enjoy all the Kansas City Draft activities. He likes sports, continues to play pickup games and leagues with his friends. He's digitally connected and active on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So he's going to see all of our social media posts. Next up, Charlie will deliver our social media vehicles.
Thank you, Erica. We will utilize Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as the social media vehicles for our NFL Draft content. These three platforms are all common preferred channels for each of our three personas. Additionally, we will leverage existing NFL social media sites of TikTok and YouTube to further promote the draft. These 5 social media vehicles will provide avenues for social community, publishing, and entertainment. Specific NFL fan communities already exist, and we will utilize local social communities to specifically target our family and casual fan personas. Our blog will serve as the main social publishing site, and we will leverage the popularity of games and videos to help drive engagement around the NFL Draft on these channels. Now I'll turn it over to Stephen to provide an overview of our fan experience strategy.
Thank you, Charlie. To get the fan experience and get the excitement built for the fan experience, we are going to utilize a mascot draft where the contestant winners will win tickets to the 2024 Super Bowl. This mascot will become the brand ambassador by providing trivia and fun facts throughout our social media. We will utilize Twitter and the hashtag NFL Draft to promote along with NFL celebrities and other influencers to help create the brand. We will use Facebook and Instagram for the more casual observer of the NFL Draft and to promote cross traffic between our social media platforms. We will build up our social media platforms leading up to and during the Super Bowl to increase traffic and awareness and excitement for the draft. And now, continuing on with our activation plan is Melanie.
To activate the NFL Draft social media campaign, a cross-functional team will be established and will include key stakeholders from the NFL marketing team, the draft social media team, the Kansas City Sports Commission, and support from the Visit KC Command Center. This diverse group will ensure the draft events are highly visible, well promoted, and engage with out-of-town guests to answer questions in real time and provide local support. The social media team will consistently post content to the draft social pages and utilize the main NFL pages to cross-promote content. The content in the first phase will be focused on establishing a community, creating early event awareness, and gaining event registrations on NFL One Pass. The second phase is centered on social promotion timed to the draft events. As the draft concludes, the last phase will showcase event recaps and photos. Leaning into the NFL slogan, "Are you ready for some football?" our campaign will have a singular message of "Are you ready for the ultimate experience?" highlighting the draft as the epic experience, not only for sports fans, but for the whole family. All content posts will include the messaging with hashtag "Are you ready NFL Draft?" Now Cameron will walk you through our social posts.
Thanks, Melanie. For our social posts, we want to create visual content that has stopping power. We also want to create posts that are inherently shareable. We'll focus on increasing brand awareness and lead generation for these posts, and the overall goal will be to create a FOMO, or fear of missing out, effect for our target audience. Below are a couple of example posts we created for Facebook and Twitter. One offers helpful tips for visiting Kansas City, like where the best barbecue spots are, and the other is for our UGC mascot campaign, which encouraging followers to create a mascot for the NFL Draft for a chance to win tickets to the Super Bowl. With that, I'll hand it off to Chris to talk about our budget.
Thanks, Cam. Our budget can be comprised of 3 groups. First, 2/3 of our total budget is tied to promoting the event through paid ad support and influencer fees. Second, 30% of our budget is for content creation and management, which will be supporting the content calendar. And the remainder is for marketing, automation, and data analytics. Now I'd like to hand things off to Thomas, who will cover the measures of success.
Thanks, Chris. To ensure a successful campaign, we've based our focus on tactical social media goals and goals for actionable output. The length of our campaign will be from the start of the NFL season in August up to the draft in April of 2023. Our social media goals are increase the overall customer engagement by 5% over the course of the campaign compared to the previous draft. To extend our reach and impressions with social media by 1% per month until we get to the off season, where we expect to increase our reach by 3%. For video content, to attain a 15% open rate, and of those, 85% watch the video to completion. And finally, to produce relevant content drivers to our main site, which will be measuring a less than 15% bounce rate. Our activation plan will be measured by attaining 300,000 in attendance at the actual draft event, with an additional 200,000 people attending the lead up and ancillary events throughout the city. Of the 500,000 visitors, 350,000 will be tourists staying at local hotels or lodging. This will be measured with ticket attendance, event attendance, and hotel and lodging bookings that occurred during the event. For our concluding thoughts, with strong KPIs, an aligned strategy, and a well-established plan, Rock Chalk Jayhawk LLC feels this campaign will be a major success. Now, are you ready for the ultimate experience?